When going through the research and planning stage of the production of our horror film trailer, we utilised many new technologies. An example being the use of Web 2.0, which is the second generation of Internet, whereby the audience create the content, not the website. This is user-generated content. For Web 2.0, we use YouTube, which is an online video sharing social networking site. We use YouTube to research existing media products of the same genre and subgenre. An example is Scream, which is an American slasher stalker horror film. The use of mise-en-scène in terms of props inspired the use of a mask and a knife. IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes are examples of new technologies in the form of websites. The purpose of these websites is for editors and film fans to review new films. When researching and planning, we looked at these websites in order to see what audience liked to see in horror films, and also what they didn't. Another new technology in the form of websites that we looked at when researching was dafont.com, which is a free font downloading website. The reason for looking at this website is to get an idea of the type of font that would fit well within the trailer. The uses of these new technologies were all digital, therefore equally providing help with research and planning. However, YouTube.com was one of the new technologies that we found most helpful, as we could easily view existing trailers and films for inspiration, whether it is inspiration in terms of mise-en-scène through location or props. YouTube helped to make this process quick and simple. When conducting research for my first ancillary task, I looked at a variety of different new technologies for inspiration, for example dafont.com, which is a free downloadable text website. This is where I obtained the typography for my poster. The text is called Insomnia, and I chose it because it has a rough effect and gives the impression of the horror genre. Another way in which new technologies helped me to gain inspiration for my trailer is Google Images. Using this search engine, I found inspiration from the Scream poster. This inspiration was taken from the use of mise-en-scène in terms of hard lighting to cast dark shadows over the subject. When taking the photos for the poster, I had to take into account the lighting conditions and set the camera up according to that. This is how I achieved the dark shadows. Also, when constructing my poster, I used the new technology of Adobe Photoshop, which is a photo editing software that allowed me to use layers to create different elements of the poster. For example, background was on a different layer to the masthead, therefore allowing me to edit them separately. I also downloaded fonts from dafont.com using the download icon and installing them onto the computer. This was helpful in that it allowed easy access to the text as and when I needed it. To gain inspiration for my own horror website, I used new technologies such as the internet, in particular existing products, an example being The Exorcist. This website gave me inspiration in terms of layout to use a singular photo as the background. I used existing websites to inspire conventions such as the menu, which was used at the top of the site in the Friday the 13th website. Dafont.com also helped me in my research, as I could clearly see which text would fit best on the website. In the end, I chose the same font as was present in my poster. During the construction stages of my website, I used new technologies in terms of Wix.com. This is a free website builder on the internet. This allowed me to import the images and text onto a website template and make it my own. I also used Photoshop to edit the images to put on the website, primarily the title, whereby the colour had to be corrected to ensure there was enough contrast between the title and the background.
In the evaluation stages of our product, we used Prezi to answer the questions. Prezi is a cloud-based presentation software and storytelling tool for presenting ideas on a virtual canvas. The product employs a zooming user interface, which allows users to zoom in and out of their presentation media. Prezi was very useful when answering our evaluation questions, as it gives an interactive outlook on our question and allows you to integrate videos and images into the presentation. It was also very useful for separating the different aspects of the question clearly. This software was simple to use and there was no issues surrounding it. In the evaluation stages, we again used Premiere Pro to create the video for both questions 3 and 4. We used Premiere Pro to cut together the video answer. As mentioned earlier, we have used Premiere Pro many times. As we have used it so much, we have learned many tools such as scale to frame size so that we can get all of the images the same size on the video, an example of the new media technologies that we used in the research stage of both the poster and the website was social networks. After we had compiled a questionnaire for the target audience to answer, we used range social networks such as Facebook and Twitter to gain a larger group of answers. We did this because the larger the sample of answers we got, the more we can meet the target audience's needs and expectations for the products. We also used social networking to communicate the ideas throughout the group. In the research and planning phase, one also used Google to search for different examples of slasher stalker websites and posters. Google is a multinational search engine that was originally founded in 1998. This website is a Web 2.0 search engine. In the construction stage for both of the ancillary tasks, I used a digital SLR camera to take the photos. I decided to use a digital SLR as this gives a high quality of image. Some of the main features I used on the SLR camera were the manual focus and the exposure so I could get the desired images. Another reason I used the SLR camera was because I could change the lenses to get different depths of shot. Also, in the construction stage of the film poster, I used Adobe Photoshop. Photoshop is a raster graphics editor which allows you to layer and adjust photos with tools such as the Magic Wand tool and the Burn tool to darken the image. I used Photoshop along with Topography, which I downloaded off of dafont.com. This website allows you to browse multiple types of text, download and install them to Photoshop. I originally found the installation stage difficult as it would lose the font every time I closed Photoshop, but I found a different way to install it so it didn't do this anymore. In the construction stage of the website, I used the website Wix. Wix.com is a cloud-based web development platform that allows users to create HTML5 websites and mobile sites. When I first started using Wix, I was unaware of the tools and capabilities of the website, but after using it for a while, I became aware of some of the tools, such as being able to embed videos and to change the layout of the background.
For the construction of our horror trailer, we used a variety of new technologies, all that fall under Web 2.0, known as the second generation of the internet. One example is the editing software Adobe Premiere Pro. We used this to edit our clips together and create the trailer. For the sound aspect, we needed some non-diegetic music to create tension. We used the website soundbible.com for this. We also got the sound of the typing effect from this website. The last new technology we used was dafont.com. We needed this website for the fonts for the trailer. For my separate ancillary tasks, I used many different new media technologies to construct them. My ancillary tasks were to create a horror poster and a horror website. For my poster construction, I used Adobe Photoshop. This is a software that enables you to upload/create images and adjust them to your own preference. There are many different tools you have to use in Photoshop. An example is the Magic Eraser. This tool enabled you to remove the layer on the part of the image you have selected so the image/text sits clearly on the background behind it. As I was creating a horror poster, there were many layers involved, so therefore this tool was extremely helpful and was used regularly throughout. Another vital tool from Photoshop was the Auto Select tool. This tool was extremely helpful for the construction of my poster as it allowed me to select any layer simply by clicking on it. Even though it sounds a simple tool, it really helped speed up the process. For the website, I used a new media technology in the terms of the website Wix.com. This is a website design page that allows users to sign up and create their own web page via templates. This website was extremely simple and easy to use. It allows you to import images/text and add them to the web page. I used images I had taken on my phone from filming and used them as a background. It also allowed you to import videos from YouTube. This allowed me to import my trailer and include it on the web page, promoting synergy.